Sometimes, even if you can't imagine it, the sound of the woods can be as frightening as a scream in the night or the roar of a strange creature hidden in the darkness. This isn't an exaggeration. If you've ever visited a forest, especially at night, you can confirm it. Noises seem to deform in this sanctuary of branches, earth, and trees, and even what might sound familiar seems atypical and monstrous. In the woods, nothing is what it seems. And today, we're going to take you to the roots of fear to prove it to you. Get ready to face these 5 chilling sounds that will forever change the image you have of forests. Number 5. The first of the sounds we'll explore in this opportunity has become very popular during the last few months on Reddit, a popular social network where the strangest events you can imagine are recorded. The video is brief but precise. It shows an autumn forest where the sunset is about to turn into night. It seems like a beautiful and peaceful image until we hear a sound that takes us out of that frenzy. It's an unexplainable and amazing noise that has made users question what creature could generate it. Let's listen to it. When you hear it for the first time, a deep groaning sound that spreads through the trees can be clearly perceived. It can be the cry of a wounded animal, but very rarely has any creature been heard to emit a sound like this. Some believe it could be an unknown monster, a creature that roams the woods unseen. It could also be some paranormal being that inhabits the forest, as some believe that this forest has been the scene of multiple homicides. However, there's very little information about it, although that doesn't mean that listening to this short video wouldn't be a terrifying experience. Of course, this spectral noise cannot be compared to one of the most viral recordings of recent months. In it, you will find a sound that will surely keep you awake at night. Number 4. On social networks, the creepiest stories you can imagine go viral every day. Some believe that many of them are altered or manipulated to generate a deep state of terror in people. Is it so? This question makes sense when we analyze what Leviathan, a YouTube user, recently published on his channel. It's a chilling video in a lush forest in Poland. The images themselves are terrifying, but it all gets really wicked when you pay attention to the eerie sound that seems to emanate from the heart of the forest. Let's listen. The sound is eerie, like a high-pitched shriek that pierces the eardrums and stabs into the head. Immediately, the man begins to fear. Each step becomes more difficult to take. The flashlight trembles with his pulse, and then, to everyone's surprise, a white figure appears from which the chilling growl that runs through the forest seems to come. Of course, the cameraman flees the scene without leaving time to see more accurately what is hidden in the darkness. However, on social networks, there are all kinds of theories. Some suggest that it's a night crawler, a spectral creature that prowls the woods. Others are convinced that it's a cryptic creature of the woods that has been captured on many occasions. The more skeptical prefer to conclude that it is a lynx. So far, the correct answer is unknown, but it's definitely frightening, although not as frightening as the mysterious sound that one explorer managed to capture during a moonless night. Number 3. Sometimes you don't have to prowl through a deep forest to come across a sound that makes you shiver. You only have to live near Forest Grove in Oregon, United States, to discover that fear can have a very clear sound. And the fact is that in 2016, the inhabitants of this residential area were surprised in the middle of the night by a terrifying sound that, according to the Washington Post and NBC News, has been described as a giant out-of-tune flute, a steam whistle, or even a violin whose only string emits an amplified note that sticks in your head and never comes out again. To understand it better, let's listen to this mysterious noise. The descriptions don't seem to be misguided. The sound has metallic and also wind instrument characteristics. The note remains unchanged, always in the same shrill tone, and has such a powerful force that it kept the fire department, the police station, and specialists trying to find the origin of the sound for a month. Throughout the month of February, police recorded nearly 200 calls reporting the alleged origin of the strange sound. Citizens suggested everything from monstrous creatures to UFOs, but no real answer was ever given. Not even specialists were able to explain the forest grove sound. The noise lasted more than 30 days and then disappeared without anyone being able to explain it. Something similar happened not far from Oregon, although it was much, much worse. Could a sound cause you physical discomfort? Could a noise destroy your family routine? The following case seems to confirm it. Number 2. Canada is a place popularly known for its cold and its size. However, in 2011, a strange phenomena captured the attention of international media, and it hasn't been clarified yet. It's an anomalous sound, similar to that of a truck in permanent movement and that never turns off its engine. The inhabitants of the border town of Windsor heard the thunderous buzzing sound early one morning. The origin was undetermined, but it seemed to come from the heart of the forest. Numerous families tried to locate what or who was emitting this strange and dangerous sound, but the efforts were futile and counterproductive. All those who went into the forest returned with serious problems of nausea and fatigue. Others developed powerful insomnia and some even experienced severe depression. But what sound is capable of causing such consequences? Let's hear it. Of course, this piercing hum has an incredible power that breaks into homes and shakes everyday life. Since 2011, this powerful noise has become a real headache for citizens. The sound comes and goes on a regular basis, but never goes away and can even last for more than 3 hours. Specialists haven't been able to agree on what could be causing this strange noise. Some researchers suggest that the phenomena is related to the strong Arctic wind currents coming from the North Pole and Greenland. Others venture to point out that the real origin comes from the depths of the Earth and tectonic movements. However, the answer remains uncertain. In the meantime, the sound continues to haunt the people of Windsor. Sadly, Canada seems to be experiencing similar inconveniences, as evidenced by the following disturbing sound captured in a forest, although this is a noise that even insects don't want to hear. Number 1. There are noises that seem to be waiting to be discovered and others that go towards their victims and appear before them to generate the deepest terror. Gino Mikies is a witness to this. This popular Canadian hunter was with his wife and grandson in a remote forest in Ontario, Canada. That's the home of lush wilderness and numerous animals ready to attack or hide from their enemies. For Gino, the day was turning out to be perfect. He had already hunted some interesting game and his son was learning to do the same, when a mysterious sound made him point his rifle toward the horizon. At first, the sound was similar to that of a moose, but it quickly turned into a hellish echo. A mixture of animal roars blended into one voice. Nothing Gino had ever known made that sound. Absolutely nothing. To understand the scene, we'd better listen to the noise that Miki's family encountered that day. Gino was certainly not wrong. The sound is like a mixture of a wolf howl and a black bear roar, but not even a merge of the two could resemble this thunderous sound. Nothing like it had ever been recorded in the Ontario woods before, and as Gino and his family heard the noise, they began to sense the creature coming toward them. So they immediately fled the area, desperate and worried that the creature was about to catch them. A race to a place free of danger lasted several minutes, but even when they were far away, Gino could still hear the whimpering of a creature that no one would want to cross paths with. As it is logical, most hunters in the area have tried to look for the creature or tried to find the sound it emitted. Others have tried to explain this phenomena through some event of nature or an animal suffering from hellish pain. None of the theories seem to have hit the nail on the head, and for now, everything remains under the strictest uncertainty. However, this is not the first time this kind of thing has happened in the woods. In fact, the world is full of disturbing tales and victims who have lost their lives while exploring a trail, enjoying a campsite, or lurking in the wrong place at the worst time. Their stories live on, and if you join us, you too can learn some of the most intriguing secrets of the woods and nature itself. Do you dare to join us? If so, then check out these videos.